You know, when I was in college, the internships were really not a thing. I painted houses in the summer. That's what my job. I wanted to make a lot of money and be outdoors, and we just didn't have the opportunities that I think exist now for internships and to do sort of career-based activities in the summer. So I just, I made some money and I knew I was going to go to law school. And when I was in law school, I interned at law firms. I interned at a law firm in New York and then one in Chicago. So I had a chance to sort of feel what it was like to be a lawyer at a big firm and get some exposure in that way. But as an undergrad, there's so many opportunities for you guys to really, if you have an interest in a specific career path, if you haven't taken advantage of the opportunities, you really should, because whether they're paid or unpaid, you're going to get some great experience. And the other thing, you may find out you don't want to do something. If you have this notion of what you want to do for a career and then you intern for a summer and you hate it, it may be an opportunity to pivot. That's a valuable experience, right? You learn what you like and learn what you don't like. But now, the Brewers have internships. Most big companies are, looking for interns and have programs, and it's a great opportunity to get exposure and network. I think law school is pretty competitive because you've got, a lot of high achieving, students who are motivated, who are interested in learning, and you can get somewhat competitive. If you're thinking about law school, I do think it matters where you go. I think that there is still a thought that a top-tier law school is going to be a better opportunity for jobs, and people, frankly, do look at where you go to law school in terms of law firms. There used to be a glut of lawyers, maybe 5 to 8 years ago. Now I think it's changing. Now I think law schools, the enrollment in the last few years has declined, and now I think there's actually more opportunities for lawyers. But my advice to people going to law school is really study for the LSAT. If you're not already focused on grades, a high GPA matters. Your LSAT really matters, and what you do in the summer really matters. So you've got, sort of three sort of areas of concentration, and you really want to achieve in all three of those areas, grades, work experience, and the LSAT, and study for the LSAT. It's a test that can be learned. You just have to practice it and practice it and practice it. It's drudgery, but it'll pay off. It might be different now, but I took the exam, I'm trying to remember, I took it in the fall. I studied for about 4 months, and I took a course. Maybe it's more online now, but I literally took a course where you would go to like a classroom for like 3 hours, and then I would take that course. I probably did it over the summer because I think it'd been hard to do that during school, and then I spent the afternoons taking practice exams. So I treated it like a job. So I probably worked 6 or 7 hours a day on the LSAT, and it's like I said, when it came time to the test, it was almost muscle memory, because it's not like you have the exact questions, but the patterns in the questions all start to materialize, and all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, I know this, I'm familiar, this is where they're going, this is what they want, and it's a test that can be learned. So I would treat it like a really serious job, and you cannot take enough practice exams. It's like I said, it's not the funnest summer you'll have, but if you really want to go to law school and go to a top-tier law school, you need to ace the LSAT.